Andrew Wilson, the man behind EA and the face behind EA, is now making a lot more money for his efforts at Electronic Arts. The question is, should that worry us as gamers? Electronic Arts is a company that I think many of us grew up on and that many of us has seen kind of tumble down the rabbit hole into a deep, dark place, especially lately. We all know the facts by now. They've been voted the worst company in America many times. They've been through many changes of leadership, yet they are still at the top of the video game industry. How can that possibly be? I like to view EA as the smartest dumb company on the planet. To me, EA is more of a corporation at this point than an actual video game publisher because they don't seem to be in line with gamers' best interest, especially leading up to 2018 because 2017 was a horrific year for gamers if they invested themselves into EA's offerings. And for those people, including myself, who fell into the trappings of holding on to our loyalty to EA and continuing to buy their games, I don't think we made a mistake because quite honestly, leading up to 2017, EA was really a good company, I would say. Yeah, they weren't great ethically, but they still made really good games. We're talking about games like Battlefield, Battlefront, Mass Effect, Titanfall, Need for Speed, all those kind of games. They came from EA. Some of those games turned into different beasts and they've kind of gone down dark roads, but the initial inception for those games, most of the time, was really great. EA just has this way of taking really great products and twisting them into business products, and that's a really big distinction that many people just are not keen on. Investors like games that make money, especially games that make money over the long course of time. Gamers like games that are good. EA just has a habit of mixing those two components together in the wrong way. Those are concoctions that please investors, yet do not please gamers. And if you want to be a really great company in this industry, you've got to do both. Well, is that statement actually true? As we all know by now, EA is a very successful company because they know how to make money. The stock performance is great, the growth of the company is fantastic, and the financial side is very healthy. So in this regard, they are a very successful company. But there's a big but. They have proven with their video game development side, which is the other side of the coin, that they are not so smart in this regard because they piss off more people than they could possibly imagine. It is very easy to pick apart EA's competencies on the gaming front because they've made so many mistakes, especially lately. Battlefront 2, controversies of loot box, microtransaction, pay to win, ripping content out of games, selling it later, locking crucial game content behind DLC, locking crucial content behind pre-order bonuses, tying progression to money. They've run the gambit of everything you should not be doing in a video game today. But they're getting away with it because people are still buying their games. This industry does not live and die by the hardcore gaming market. You might be a hardcore gamer, I might be a hardcore gamer, we might want very specific things for the industry that are good for gamers, but it all comes down to the common gamer, and this is what does not get talked about very often. The common gamer is gonna make EA live or die. Hardcore gamers are the minority. The common gamer that is not informed of what's going on in this industry is the majority. Those people out there are not watching this video. Those people out there are still pre-ordering EA games, and those people out there are still supporting microtransactions and paywall content in video games with EA. It's those people with their blind purchases and their incessant micro-gambling habits that are fueling the fire for EA to do what they're doing today. And what they're doing today is not good practice. Yes, they effed up Battlefront, and yes, they butchered Mass Effect, but the real problem is here, they're still being rewarded by the common gamer for doing this stuff. You combine all of that with their incessant need for Origin access and what they're doing with subscription-based services this year, and yeah, they are unstoppable when you consider all of this stuff. How did all this stuff happen? Well, of course, Andrew Wilson spearheaded the new evolution of EA, when he came on board in 2013. And as of 2017, he was paid a combined compensation package of about $20 million per year to lead this expedition. But guess what? That number is not $20 million anymore. Andrew Wilson, the leader of EA, the CEO, just got a 79% increase to his pay and is now making $35.7 million in total compensation for this year. That is absolutely insane for a 1-year pay increase. And by the way, he's not even the highest paid member of EA, even though he's the CEO. That member is Patrick Soderlund, and he just got a quadruple pay increase to $48.4 million. In addition to 4 other executives that got special stock performance awards of around $7 to $15 million this year. These pay increases are specifically designed to incentivize and retain those employees because, well, they're doing so well. So what does that say about EA in 2018?
Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier.
That basically says that EA is winning. If EA has this much money to pour into their leaders that are doing such a great job because they do not want them to leave, that says that the company is on the right track. But as gamers, I think we can all agree that EA is not on track and they are completely disillusioned from their consumer base and giving players what they want because they are so damn greedy on the other side of the table. And I'm talking about the financial side, the business side, the stock side, making investors happy, making money, expanding, growing, mopping up companies, mergers and acquisitions, making themselves the so-called leaders of this industry, setting the trends, making themselves in the spotlight, and showing good face to consumers. All the while injecting their games with 4 money items, pre-order bonuses, locked-off content, DLC, and all the while shutting down companies who do not work with them to achieve those goals. In an age where companies out there are struggling to survive, struggling to expand, struggling to grow, here's EA doing all the wrong things but getting rewarded in the process. How messed up is this picture that EA, one of the most beloved companies in the past, now turned most frowned upon today, is mopping up this industry, is expanding at the rate they are, and is giving their leaders the incentive to keep doing what they're doing with these massive salary payouts and massive compensation to their paychecks. This is crazy to me. But if I can boil down this story to one element, it's the fact that EA does not want to lose Andrew Wilson because he has transformed their company into something that is spinning the wheels of money in 2018. I've got nothing wrong with Andrew Wilson. In fact, I actually met him one time at a convention. He is really, really great at leading companies and making them money. But at the end of the story, and at the end of that long, dark road, gamers suffer in the process. And as much as we can continue to make these videos, as much as we can be outspoken at what we don't want from this company and companies that replicate their processes, there's just nothing we can do to stop this train. Subscriptions are the future, live gaming is the future, EA seems to be the future, although their catalog for 2018 and 2019 is looking quite threadbare at the moment. Still, they know what makes them money, they know what to commit to, they know how to standardize their processes, and they know how to lead their sports gaming market to supplement the other areas of their business. It's my hope as a creator that we can band together during these times, such as when Battlefront 2's controversy hit, that we can further impact the way EA does business in a good way, in a good light, to show them what we want, to make them realize change, to come together and form these unified messages that EA can at least take into consideration in what they do in the future. Has it worked yet? Are they willing to change? Will they change? Those are questions that hopefully in the future we're going to get some answers for. But if their presentation at EA is any indication, I think the short term at least is a very rocky outlook. I guess we just have to hope for the long term with EA that they'll eventually come around and get back to how they used to be. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section regarding Andrew Wilson's massive salary increase and the journey of EA up until this point and what you think they're going to be integrating into their games in the future. Is it good for us? Is it bad for us? Let me know down below. Have a great day, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it, and we'll see you in our next video. Peace, love, and happiness. Until then, you guys have an awesome day.